Let me share a couple of words on AutoCAD selection tools. I have been in quite a few engineering offices, and for some reason these commands are not used properly or not used at all. For example, I haven't heard anyone using temporary tracking point. No matter of the AutoCAD flavor and user background, is he an electrician, a mechanical, a PNID? But first let's review the standard ones. So we have a single click selection or window selection. A single click just adds to selection, and if you hold shift you remove from the selection, while window selection can select multiple items at the same time, and it can be done left to right or right to left, having different effects. Right to left selection, displayed with a green shade inside the selection window, will select everything included plus everything intersected by the selection window. Left-right selection, displayed with a blue shade, will select just things inside the selection window. A lot of the times though, your elements won't fit a rectangular window, so you can do a polygon selection, like if you wanted to select every other blue circle. For that you can use a polygon. You can use a window polygon or a crossing polygon. A window polygon will select just the elements inside your polygon. A crossing polygon will select everything inside your polygon and everything your polygon intersects. And then there's also fence. Fence will select just the elements intersected by your polygon. When using window polygon, crossing polygon or fence, and you pick the wrong point for your polygon, say if you have the object snap on and it's snapped to an existing geometry, you can type U, undo, and it will undo the last segment of the polygon. You can do this multiple times to undo several segments. If you selected a lot of elements and at some point you realize that you choose the wrong starting point, or you didn't select everything, you missed some points out, you can hit escape and start your command again. Then when prompted to select objects, type P, which means previous, to reselect again the last elements. As you can see, I've selected a lot of elements, but I didn't choose the correct starting point and I wanted to select some more objects, so I'm gonna say copy again, and then when prompted for the selection, type P, which means previous, and I already have everything. And now I can add more elements if I wanted to, and choose the correct starting point. So that's an easy way of selecting a previous selection. Now say you wanted to trim all those yellow lines between the green and the blue circle. Well, you can do that with fence. So type trim, select all, and then type F for fence. Create your polygon and you're done. And you can do the same with extend, if you wanted to extend the yellow lines up to the external blue circle. Let me show you how to use the temporary tracking point command now. I want to copy the bottom circle up 200 and left 200, and I don't want to do it in two separate operations. I just want to select my circle, copy it, up 200, left 200. So copy, choose the center of the circle for my starting point. And then when prompted for the endpoint, just type TK, temporary tracking point. This allows you to track the endpoint, say 200 up and then left, or 200 left and then up. Copy again, tracking point, 400 to the left of the last circle. Copy again, tracking point, 200 down and to the left of the previous circle. And I can do this on and on to build my pattern. Let's make a plate with 4 holes. So I want to copy the circle, tracking point, from the top left corner, 200 to the right, 200 down, and I'm done. I can also use tracking point as my starting point. So copy the circle, tracking point, down 200, left 200, and then place it on the left down corner. With the command still active, I'm gonna use tracking point for my endpoint to put the other 2 holes on the plate. I'm gonna show you how to use crossing polygon with stretch. I have a large PNID and I want to move some equipment to the right because that text there is too close one to the other. So I'm going to use stretch, crossing polygon, draw my polygon just around the part that I want moving. And move it to the right. And that's better. Now I want to add a valve just before that point. So I cannot do it with regular stretch. I need crossing polygon as well. So I'm gonna build my polygon again and then move everything to the right. Now I have plenty of room to put a valve in. Stretch, previous, and I can move everything again. Now say you've used a wrong window polygon point. So you've tried to do stretch and then you realize you've clicked in the wrong place. You type U for undo and it will undo the last segment of your polygon. This concludes our presentation on the AutoCAD selection tools.